everybody, welcome to the guild. This is our session 0 for our Celestaria campaign in D&D 5e. Why are you guys laughing already?
Ready to have a good time, that's all.
They don't understand. You just looked at it.
Yeah, you did.
That's all it takes for me to
This
break
is gonna
someone.
be so bad. Anything you see in the video, like our house rules, anything like that, it'll be in the description. And we're also doing like a blog. Is that correct?
What?
You're on camera. You have like a
journal entries on the
journal,
Notion
yeah.
page.
Yeah, we're gonna introduce who everyone's playing. We're gonna do the main themes of like the first arc, so what there is to expect. We're gonna go over the like finalized house rules, if there's any questions on those, and then we're gonna talk about like everyone's role in combat. That way, that's like out of the way and everyone has a clear idea. And then we're gonna go into some character scenes, between the people who like are a little bit connected in their backstory. So it's gonna be great.
Sick.
If I had the intro button, I'd push it now. So, as you guys know, the campaign setting we're going to be playing in is Celestaria, the world I've been building for the longest time ever. The basic foundation of the world is Celestials roaming out there in our universe, got lost, decided it can't make it home before it dies, so it decides to try to create a new home, create a world. Basically, it created a world, and its first attempt was kind of so it kind of scrapped it all. Those are all the Fae creatures. Those went to the Fae, because scrapped them, tossed them, was like, wasn't it? He summoned 12 individuals from Earth, isekai'd them to the world, okay? He gave them a little bit of his power, and with the power, they were able to shape and create Celestaria. However, 6 of them were really hyped about this idea. They were like, yes, let's go, we get to make a new world, that's sick. There's the other 6 were like, hold on a minute, I liked my life, you know, they're positions of power, people of luxury, things like that, and so they all kind of went into hiding, and they, you know, went off, did whatever they did, and from there the good gods just kind of reigned free, created a whole world, everything was going really good. They created their like big city, their grand project of Lendon Falls, which then became the first battleground for the first war against the good gods and the bad gods. Before the war happened, the founding celestial eventually died, as its life force was being used to power all of these gods and letting them do what they did. So eventually, after everything kind of started to collapse, the celestial was like, okay, I'm just gonna turn myself like into like the core of the planet and like end myself and like make sure the planet stays alive, right? So it does that, and it left 2 main gifts. It left the natural resource called mana, which is like basically subatomic particles that just kind of exist through everything and just throughout the world. And then eventually everyone kind of has like an aptitude for controlling it in some degree, whether you're a martial using a sword and you know your muscles just let you hit a little bit harder, right? That uses mana to like kind of boost you past normal human like. And then of course there's magic. Some people can just shape mana willy-nilly however they want, and some people have to use the magic system that the second gift, which the god left, the celestial left, was Rafine, the goddess of magic. created basically the embodiment of magic. It wasn't like a human from Earth or anything. A being specifically created after everything the Celestial, like all the experience the Celestial gained. And Rafine had just a natural knack to use this ambient mana, and she created all the systems and stuff to then wield it, which is all the magic systems, all the spells, everything like. From there, London Falls kind of happened after that, after all the gods became acquainted with mana and how to use it. And then the war happened. It was like a couple day long war, and then after that, the whole like land was just destroyed. Lots of lives lost, and after that, the gods disappeared. So now it's not like unknown that the evil gods, they didn't really ever gain any popularity of any kind. They kind of just stay behind the shadows. They're definitely around. It's the good gods who were like walking around with the people, doing like just things, that's who like disappeared. So a couple curses were placed over the world. Like monsters that weren't really hostile before became hostile due to like lower intelligence. They are just more hostile because of that. And like just general evil took place in the world. So that being said, that's the world you're set in. Kind of godless world. A few entities that grant power are here and there, but mainly a pretty godless world. We're going to be playing in the Asheron Plains, which is a kind of like subsidiary region of the Magedom Empire. The Magedom Empire being the only good is relative, but only good, I guess, in your guys' eyes, kingdom, as everywhere else is either pretty neutral or has pretty intense like evil just from it. But the only people who really know about the evil kings and the only people trying to fight them are the Magedom. The Asheron Plains is less politically involved in kind of that big world stuff. The Asheron crops a lot of things. That's where the Magedom Empire sources all of their crops. Main themes for this arc, leaning heavily into kind of more mystery kind of stuff. There's probably not like battling like hordes of enemies at a time. If you battle them, it will probably be an unfair fight. But I think most of your characters don't necessarily are just out like fight everything per se. So we've crafted a little bit of like a mystery game for the first arc to get us through like the first starting levels until we can start doing more battles and stuff later. Not saying there won't be battles or you won't like take a quest and go do something, right? That's all completely on you guys, because we were playing a very sandboxy campaign, and there's a story to follow if you, of course, like play the game and follow it. But if you don't, you guys are off doing whatever. That being said, let's go over the house rules of the campaign very quickly. And all of these are in the description under like one Google Doc anyone can look up. The Google Doc and
I guess that's true, yeah.
Potion use. Potions, you can use a bonus action to use the potion, and you roll for its healing like you would normally. If you use the potion as an action, you receive the maximum healing possible. So if the potion would do 2d4 plus 2, you'd get all of that, which would be 10 total if you use it as grapples just generally isn't going to be contested anymore. It's just there will be a DC set by 8 plus the car will be the DC you would have to be if you're and then the opponent, there's just a grapple. We've changed up the exhaustion rules. Each level of exhaustion imposes a -1 penalty to all rolls. At level 11 exhaustion, so you have 11 levels of exhaustion, your character dies. If a character reaches 0 HP, they gain a level of exhaustion. There are 2 ways to recover it. You can either long rest, recovers 1 level of exhaustion, and then there's something called a comfortable rest. E.g., you're in an inn, a tiny hut, somewhere that would be like comfortable, safe, right? And then you could recover 2. So if you're at like a town or something for downtime, you'll get them back quicker than if you're like helping with skill checks. You can help someone with a check if you're proficient in the skill. You can just help. If you're not proficient, you have to explain how you use another skill to help. The helper grants advantage or like standard D. We've made some combat adjustments. These ones might change throughout the campaign if we like them, if we don't like them. We haven't tested them yet, so we'll kind of see if we like them. Movement, we have no strict like speed limits. You just move within reason. How we deem that, just be like I'm not gonna well, it's movement-ish, like where like you can't go beyond like your 30 feet of movement. Like if your character moves 25, if your character moves 30, you're gonna be able to do different things. But if they're like 32 feet away or like 35 feet, like it doesn't matter that much. We're not gonna spend too much time on that. It's just, yeah, you can move there. When at 0 HP, a character can crawl up to 5 feet a turn, because that's funny. So it's gonna be great. Now, weapons can be swapped freely on your turn, so if you have multiple weapons, you can swap them for free. Shields still require 1 action to equip, so you can't just be like, I hit, I put away my sword, I pull out my shield, now I have +1 AC. Can't do that. We're going to try removing opportunity attacks and just get rid of them, just because then people can move around freely, monsters move around freely, it speeds up combat. The whole point of that. We're also going to test a new initiative system inspired by the MCDM RPG rules, where players will elect one person to roll for initiative using the highest bonus from the group. The DM rolls for the monsters, uses their highest, and then the team with the higher roll goes first. Each member from the team goes 1 action until everyone's critical hits. Critical hits deal maximum damage for weapons and spells dice, plus an additional roll of the dice. So crunchy crits or who created it?
Yeah,
I believe that's who created it. So yeah, we're doing that. Plus, we're also adding carryover damage. So damage from a critical hit can transfer to another creature if it has the same AC or lower. So like if you kill that creature and the remaining damage would then pile onto another creature within range that has the same. Just running through like a large group, kill multiple at once. So we're going to go into some role-playing mechanics. We're calling this the blank check. When asked to roll a check, describe how your character uses like a different skill to perform that check. You gotta stay within plausibility, but if I say make an intellect check and you don't really want to do it, you can suggest a different way to make the check, if it's not within your wheelhouse. But as to say kind of plausible, I can say no, but we're basically trying to avoid the, oh well, you have higher intellect, you do the roll I want to make. It's like, okay, I can try to do the roll, but maybe if I want to use my highest bonus I can, I'm gonna use strength somehow. So we're gonna do that. At the start of the campaign, we're gonna do a little envelope that everyone will have containing a secret of an NPC they know. At any time throughout the campaign, once, you can declare that you know a guy, and they can come try to help you get out of trouble or do something, but then you have to open up the envelope and reveal what the NPC's secret is, and that may complicate things. So, kind of a double-edged sword, but also just for funsies in there, because we're like a serious campaign with like plot and stuff, but we're also, our group is just very bit and like comedic and stuff like that, so
that's right.
Might as well just like boost the comedic value
at?
as much as possible.
It's a serious game.
So I know a guy I think he's gonna be very funny.
Can I just rip it 5 minutes into the first session?
If you want.
I know a guy! I know a pizza guy that he can stop by Chevron real quick.
For characters starting out the campaign, we're going to be starting at level 2, and everyone is going to take 1 feat at level 1 no matter what class they're playing. Doesn't stack with Variant Human. Don't play Variant Human. You just get 1 feat.
I was talking to him about that the other day. He was like, I'm going to take Variant Human and have 2 half feats. Yeah, I see it.
I also wanted to.
Not 2 half feats. I wouldn't have done that.
Monsters generally in the campaign are going to be lower HP and lower AC for like a faster paced combat. Makes it so you guys feel like you hit more. Feel like you guys do more damage. They're gonna deal less damage, but have a higher to hit, so they also feel like they hit you more, but we're not like murking you guys instantly. So that way, when you have like a higher HP monster and a higher AC monster, that's still within like your challenge rating and whatnot, it feels more like a tougher fight than the same standard. I've also reworked inspiration. So inspiration tokens are rewarded for good roleplay, cool or creative like actions. Just at my discretion, I can hand out the inspiration tokens. They're gonna be they're gonna be little gold. Oh, we can do the little. Hold on.
Oh,
You want to hold it in the actual frame?
what are you talking about?
Ta-da! that was great.
That was the most
great.
high definition image I've seen in my entire life.
That was great, guys. Right? That was fantastic.
Can I have one?
No.
No.
Dang it! Figured if I asked nicely.
That sounds more demanding.
Now, yeah, so it's for having good roleplay, doing something cool, doing something unique, or if you just run like a really funny bit somehow, that's great. Anyone involved in that would get, inspiration. Guess why not? I just want like something I can hand out as like rewards, just for doing things. And then you can use your tokens in 3 ways. You can spend 1 token to gain advantage to yourself or another player. You must narrate how. Spend 2 tokens to immediately make another attack in combat. Not another action, just another attack. And then spend 3 tokens to automatically pass a skill check of DC 18 or lower. So if it's something you care about, it's a lower DC, and you just don't want to roll and mess it up, you can spend 3 tokens and do that. Accruing 3 tokens is going to be kind of hard, but I think we're going to keep it where you can keep it through sessions, so you stack them. That means I probably need to add in a max of here, probably max of 5. I'd say that probably gives you enough in there. The last and final rule is that silvery barbs is banned.
Amen!
No silvery barbs
Amen!
at all.
Silvery barbs and variant
Fuck you,
human.
Matt Mercer.
Oh, let's get a punch in on that.
Why'd you look to me for help?
Punch in and he
That
says,
Mercer's
I'm
mad
sorry.
at me now.
Yeah,
He's got power in this space, man.
He does?
he does. Yeah, we
He
really
snaps
can't
his
say
Shit down
that.
quick.
We're gonna have to cut that from the video, actually.
Yeah. We're not sanctioned by
We're
it.
gonna do a supercut of him saying, "I'm sorry."
I'm so
It's gonna be like a dark room with like a light, and he's like tied to a chair. He's like, I'm sorry.
the lamp over his head, and he's fucking
That
getting
would be
waterboarded. The CIA.
I'll match that.
Matt Mercer, bro.
Anyways, that's our house rules. That's all our setting and campaign stuff. It's player characters time. We're gonna go around. We're gonna introduce everyone's characters. Tell a good snippet about yourself. Not everyone's gonna know this immediately at the start of the campaign. You can find that out later, but a good synopsis of who you're playing, what you're kind of playing. Yeah. And if I don't feel like it's enough of details that you've shared, I'll ask for more.
Cool.
Who wants to go first? Nose goes. It's Kino.
My character's name is...
Wrong camera.
Okay. My character's name is Kino Basilini. They are a 22-year-old martial type character. They're a bit lengthy, a bit skinny, and they are a bit of a goody two-shoes, helping grandmas get their cats out of trees, and they dislike dangerous people.
Cool.
Anything else?
Do you have the class that you're playing down yet?
No.
Okay.
What? I thought you did.
It's still up in the
I
air.
thought that was the prerequisite of
It's like
what we're
step
doing.
1, man.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What?
What's
my
your
name?
name?
You said it.
I already said it.
No, your actual name.
My actual name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kino.
Yeah.
Clearly, yeah. I
I
don't
go
know if we
next?
were saying we were sharing names or not.
I
Your
mean,
turn.
we can.
I thought we were
introduce
supposed to.
ourselves
Hey
to the
guys, my
world.
name's Mason. I'm gonna be playing a Rift Hopper sorcerer. What
No.
the fuck is so funny?
I laughed.
I have done nothing.
You're doing great, bud.
I'm always doing great.
That's not his name.
My guy's he's a noble. His family's based in the Asheron Plains.
Yeah, in Greenhold.
In Greenhold. They're a little farming family. His name is Wren Fletcher. He is a sorcerer that's his bloodline has been graced with getting a power that kind of skips generations and allows him to access something called the Hold, which is something you guys will see, and that'll be very cool. And I'm very excited for it. And I think that's all.
Who out of you guys?
Okay, I'm playing
Okay.
Playing a garden gnome.
Luthar, and he's a human wizard guy. He's from Greenhold. That's the name.
Yeah.
Also,
Hey,
and he's a wizard. He's very studious. He loves school. He went to the college, the Institute of Awesome Magic, or whatever. Yep. And but and he was doing well, but he's currently on a gap year, so he's getting up to some shit on his time off.
Cool.
I'm Fiona. I'm going to be playing Layla, who is a human bard. She's from Briar Hollow, and a little bit about her family background, whatever. Small family, and as a bard, she had a lot of musical talent growing up, and at one point she wrote a song, which then becomes a pretty big part with the plot here. So yeah, she's sarcastic, likes to start shit.
Great.
There you go.
I'm so excited. I'm playing a drow and everyone else is playing a human, so I'll be like the only person that looks.
Yeah,
Everyone looks pretty different.
Well, I mean, they are different people. I'm the only one that's not a human, so but
Gray skinned man.
that's right.
I got purple hair.
Perfect.
So.
You got purple hair, hey.
I do.
So,
I'm a albino.
Your character's an albino.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
He's like, I switched my character.
He inverted the colors on the portrait.
That's exactly it.
all right. So let's talk about everyone's role in combat, because Ethan hasn't picked his class yet. So I think
It's the same.
Thing.
It's the same thing both ways.
I thought you wanted Gloomstalker Ranger. I thought that's. Am I speaking for
Anyway.
you? Or?
Yeah, you're speaking for me.
Roles in combat. Let's sort that out. Let's figure it out.
Go ahead.
I need to go first.
Well, you breathed in, so I felt bad. I want to play like teleporting, kind of making sure people are staying out of danger or putting enemies into danger, especially with a lot of like concentration spells like slow or anything that's AoE, let's say Sleet Storm or something like that, and just kind of keeping people at the right distance at where they want to be. I know a lot of us are playing range, or you're playing whatever you're deciding on playing, so if you overextend, I can kind of reel you guys back in, and eventually once we get to like 7th level, I believe, I want to get banishments and stuff, kind of taking enemies in and out of combat, keep it on R.
I'm doing Blade Singers, so I'm gonna be like melee, but like skirmisher kind of. I'm gonna be in and out a lot, high movement speed. Hopefully I can get away.
You're instantly abusing it.
Yeah. And I guess I'll take a lot of damaging spells.
I think Fiona has to go next because
Yeah.
Ethan does not know what
I'm
to
gonna say the
This
same
is
thing I'm
true.
normally
This
gonna
is
say,
true.
but it's not
It
class
is true.
specific.
What did I do?
Okay, so as a bard, I'm hoping that I can kind of be like, you know, the first line, at least trying to be a buffer before combat starts. So, you know, high charisma, talking to people, trying to help flirt our way out of situations, that kind of thing, negotiate all of that. Because not really big on the whole, like, fighting and punching stuff unless I absolutely have. So, hopefully to try to diffuse situations before they start up. But if they do, then y'all can have it.
Your turn.
Why'd you cut to yourself to say your turn?
I said
He wanted
perfect
to.
and your turn. I did a good cut.
And he also did the.
And we're live.
Going back to you.
Right now I'm trying to decide between fighter and ranger. Either way, either way, I'm running dex and wisdom, so I'll be the perception man's. I'll be the initiative roller unless somebody else has higher dex than me, which I want to run crossbows, and I'm gonna run stuff to run them close range. So I'll run close range crossbows, but if we all pull back, then I'll run. So it has versatility there. And then in terms of deciding between the fighter or the ranger has certain spells to help enhance the way up.
Oh, well, I was gonna try to convince you to
That's
go
all.
fighter.
That's all I can say for right now. No more questions.
I yield the rest of my time.
Yeah.
I yield my time. Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys want to cover or talk about, or within
So
sessions? Or
we don't have AO's attacks of opportunity as well, so enemies can run. Is there
Yeah.
feet we can take where we?
Oh,
Can they
doesn't
run?
It doesn't exist.
How does moving
you can make
through an
make
enemy's
one.
space work?
Running
know,
through,
Like
when
if
you-
we corner a guy, can he just like slip through us and run away, or like is he stuck there kind of?
Box him in.
I guess it depends.
Can't get away.
Well, it would just be difficult
And we're-
terrain. It would just
all
be
three
kinda
of us
Go
difficult
to the
terrain.
battle map, Cam.
There
We
is
don't
none.
have one.
Oh,
Not yet.
well, shit.
Yeah.
It's broken right now.
Well, so I can do whatever I want over here. Man, it doesn't take much to get you guys looking.
I think drew something obscene on that.
That's what I figured. I can do whatever I want.
I'll
and
take
draw
a
a
Sharpie and
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta check.
He's like, look at this battle map. It's an island.
We're all fighting me
It's a
now.
peninsula.
2 round volcanoes.
What?
That's what I was
Pause.
That's what you drew.
Is that a point?
Yeah, we can't
Is that a
confirm, but
point?
that's what he drew.
That's a point. Out of
That's what
pocket
he
is the
drew.
point number one.
I'm just saying
Out
what
of
he
pocket
drew.
is the point
We were
number
doing
one.
so good.
I'm just saying what he drew right here. I'm looking at it. He drew it.
That's number one.
We were so
Let's
professional for so long.
let's see how many we can
We're
accrue
doing so
over the
good,
course
guys.
of this game.
I feel like that one goes to Mason, not me, because he's the person who said I
Listen,
could do whatever I want.
Hey,
And it did this.
don't shoot the
So-
messenger, okay? You're the one that decided to do what you want to do with that information.
Yeah, and I also
I just did this to see
gave a
if you guys
message.
would look, and then
I conveyed to the audience what you did, and then everybody said that was out of
I didn't
pocket.
draw
for me.
shit. Hey,
They don't know that though.
Anyways.
they know what I want them to know.
I'm not gonna lie. to
Anyways,
the
I think it would just be
audience.
difficult terrain, so you couldn't move as far from it, because that's how it normally works in D&D.
Just cast slow. I'll shoot them in the
I
head
mean,
with my
usually you get
crossbow. They'll
opportunity
have
attacks too, but
5
yeah.
movement speed and they can't get away.
Okay.
Slow plus my crossbow.
You
can't run through
playing
once.
fighter?
What? No, it's weapon masteries.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Are we
You
doing
shoot somebody in the
2020?
leg and
Yeah,
then
we're
they get.
picking and choosing certain 2024 rules, right?
No, it's just the glass one.
D&D has...
It's just weapon mastery.
Oh.
masteries.
I didn't know that was.
And
a thing.
crossbow.
I didn't know either.
Shoot in the leg.
I shoot in the leg.
Minus 10 feet for that round. And then slow is into the minus 10, so assuming they have 30, now it's difficult terrain they can't even get through.
Oh,
So
that's a little house rule we're using then, right?
what? That's not how it's
Is
ruled.
is
that's
weapon
normal
proficiencies. 2014 D&D, the PHB has weapon like the,
2024.
I just asked
we
if we
using
were picking and
2024?
choosing.
You said yes. You said weapon masters are fine.
I guess so.
In that case, I'm gonna switch one of my cantrips. to
I'm gonna switch my
to
class.
Sorcerer's Burst.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
It's the new, like their new.
Oh,
Did
we
I
already-
tell you can use Sorcerer Burst?
Yeah, well, I didn't know.
That
I
was
told you
already
I
said a
could.
while
Okay,
ago.
well, I didn't want to assume I could.
Okay.
We talked about this.
I'm pretty
We
sure you
talked
sent
about
it to me.
this.
You know, we were
That's
sitting
good.
eating our food, and I said, "What are you gonna do for new 2024 rules?" And you said, "Oh, I got this new stuff."
Oh yeah, I
Are
did
you
tell
gonna,
you
are
that.
you gonna need to take the deep magic book to like write all your spells and stuff out?
Yeah, when I have my sheet, I'll write it on there. Well,
Okay,
I can
so
just.
you could just take them.
Okay, cool. I think I just need the one, but yeah, I'll do it real
I
quick.
mean, there's 2 new.
He doesn't want any of them.
1,000 extra spells.
I
He doesn't
Okay, I'll
want
take all of them.
He's like,
I'll
you have
take
1,000 spells. He's like, I'm a sorcerer. I only know like 10, but I'll take 1,000.
Yeah, I know.
I can know them all.
I'll flick through them.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else you guys want to talk about or do, session 0 wise, is there anything else you think we need to cover? I feel like we all know where everyone's comfort levels are and stuff.
We're all pretty experienced with the game.
In that case, I'm gonna ask you two to leave. Just
we're
leaving
leaving.
Mason and Isaac.
There we go.
Oh.
You guys are currently in Veloria City, the capital city of the Asheron Plains. You come here. I should really stay full hand the whole time because this is great.
We're doing literally nothing, dude. What is so funny?
I'm doing a handstand right now.
It's a crazy handstand. Anyways, you guys are at the Harvest Lights Festival in Veloria. Happens about once every 5 years. You guys are about 14 years old. There's the smell of like fresh, like hot apple cider being sold at stands. Like skewered, like corn on the cob type stuff being sold. A lot of like different things prepared throughout the kingdom of like all your all the exports throughout the year. And yeah, the festival is just kind of a place where townsfolk from really all over the plains come to gather. And it's really important for noble families and people especially looking to get into nobility, right? It's a really important time because everyone's here. There's lots of talking. It's very, very casual because everyone's here to enjoy a festival. So it's great for just meeting people. It's great for like creating deals, business dealings, stuff like that. It's also just a great place to have a good time. It happens every 5 years. It celebrates the harvest, and it's a pretty important cultural like thing for the plains, especially as you guys are from Greenhold. It's very important that your families show up. It's very important that you guys are there. You guys would have already been, I guess, twice in your lifetime to the festival. I want to say.
Once when we were
Yeah.
4 years old.
Anyways, so you guys have been here about twice, and Mason's gonna be a problem.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking of doing. Is just fucking choking you out. Okay, so we're in the festival.
So you guys are like walking. You are walking down the street. You're walking behind your parents down the bustling streets. You see this lanterns like hovering through the air, different like spell lights being lit up. You're walking down the street of the marketplace. Veloria is a very big capital city, fully walled all the way around. The main The main attraction of the city is like this massive spire in the middle of the city, and it has like a spiral of like glowing stones that wrap all the way up around it, and you can see like the air distorts where these like glowing like runes that wrap the spire. You can see where like the air distorts, and there's like crop and like grain that like circle around like through it and up. And you like walk through the streets, and like the market kind of clears out a little bit, and you're kind of by a little bit of like where like there's like kind of some suburbs like over in a corner, and you're kind of like on the outskirts of like the marketplace, right where the town square is, and you can see like the inside of the city, like coming off the spire in like 4 different corners is these like cornfields that like just like well placed and like maintained, like they're kind of for show because of the harvesting capital, so they have like fully like automated like harvesting, like their own like tiered platforms that kind of go down throughout the city. Some kids are like running through the cornfield, just kind of playing through them. And yeah, you're there behind your parents. Your parents are pretty well dressed. They're a little bit more dressed up than they usually are. Your parents being merchants from Greenhold, pretty profitable merchants along the Emerald Run. And yeah, your parents are hoping to get into nobility. They don't expect it to happen tonight, but meeting any nobles they can will definitely help them. And you can see you're just kind of off to the side, and you're just kind of standing there watching as like your parents are talking to what looks to be 2 drow elf people. 2 drow elf people. They're in really nice clothes, like very pristine. Something about it tells you that just because you've seen how your parents act, that they're also a little bit more dressed up than usual too. Like yeah, they're nobility, but they're not like they're dressing a little bit higher than they usually would. Even for like when they dress nice, this is like they've gone a step above, and it's like a little bit of a facade. Just past them, you see a younger drow elf just kind of chilling there. Yeah, and so you guys kind of you see each other. You see that you see a short little white boy, little white human.
His back's arched.
Hey.
Cool. Well,
yeah, and your parents are just staying there conversing.
Make eye contact between our parents as they're talking.
And your parents are just kind of talking like, "Oh, how's it going?" Your parents are like, "Oh, how's it going?" Blah blah. Oh, you're from Greenhold. Nice to meet you. You know. So they're making acquaintance. They're doing the thing where the parents are talking and just completely ignoring you guys. Mm-hmm. You guys are both just standing there like, "Yep."
I'll walk up to the little white boy, and like you'll see like one side of his shirt's untucked, and he's like, "What's up?"
Hello. Excuse me. And I push past him, and is it like a milk crate or like something I can stand on?
Yeah. There's like right by when the market stalls, there's like a thrown out old like storage crate for like corn that like was housed, like they like you can see they're throwing out a couple more too. They're just kind of throwing because they're frying so many like pieces of corn.
Cool. I push him out of the way, and I pull out a little satchel, and I get out my birthday present, which is a little spyglass, and I get a little cloth, and I go, and I hop on the little crate, and I look at those runes. I go, I wonder what mana it takes per day to run that, and I get out a little pocketbook, and I start drawing, and I look back at you, and you're like,
I'll walk over and
awkwardly.
I'll take down your book as you're on the milk crate, and I'll go, what are you drawing?
Oh, just the runes on the tower.
You know what they are?
Kind of. Hope to. One day.
What are they?
Oh, well, they're magical, and I explain it. Not like super well, but I have a grasp.
Like you have like a poster of them in your room?
Yeah, definitely.
What's around?
Around you guys, your parents have set themselves apart, like where it's a little bit less noisy, so there's not a lot of like chatter or anything. Like there is chatter because there's a crowd and festival, but they've moved out of the way of the festival, so you're like just adjacent to the marketplace. So there's the market, there's the town square, there's the spire kind of right there while you're around the town square and like the cornfields. Off to your guys' left, if you're looking up at the spire, is like just some neighborhoods, some alleys. They're like right behind you guys, like is an alley, like just like right there. Like it's like around the corner, like where a stall was set up. So they like down the alley. They're like once they have free time, they start taking some of the corn crates, and, like just chucking them down the alley to get them out of the way. You know.
All those crates.
Yeah.
So why is your family here?
My dad said something about networking. I don't really care too much. What do your parents do?
We're lords, a few miles out. You're really good at drawing.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, we don't have much, but we've been here for a while. So, my grandpa was here first. So, what's you see all those, all those crates down there?
Yeah, lots of corn, I guess.
You see a guy take another corn crate. He like chucks it like almost a little too hard down the alley. Like he's just in a rush. He's like, oh! Like there's it, and down the alley you hear like a little, ah,
Oh.
oh, oh, ow.
Oh shit.
Let's go see what that guy's doing.
And I'll kind of like walk over and like puff my chest.
Yeah,
I don't think. Okay. My fault.
Okay, you like guys start approaching the alley. And you see like a old guy starting to walk out of the alley place, like kind of crotchety and like murmuring to himself a little bit. He's in like middle of the road kind of clothes, right? They're kind of just covering him like head to toe, like a cloak almost. You can see he has like kind of longer, like disheveled gray hair under it. Can I get you guys to make me a perception check or arcana check? You plus 0 to it, so it doesn't matter, but it depends what you're rolling for.
7 for perception.
That's cocked. 8.
We're killing it.
But you guys roll specific. You said roll perception.
Perception.
What'd you roll?
Arcana.
Arcana. Okay. You look, and you just notice that his hair is just like really greasy and oily, and it's kind of like gross as he's like kind of getting a little bit closer. He's like hasn't taken notice in you guys too much yet, and you notice like there's like it's almost too hard to perceive, but there's like just a slight little bit of like kind of glowing light around like one eye, like just very faint. And as he like kind of gets closer, he finally notices that you guys like have like walked into the alley and like have approached. He just kind of like stares up at you guys, right? And you can see there's like his like one eye is squinted, and there's just like a little like bit of light that goes out. He like is kind of like looking like this, and then his gaze lands on Wren, and his like eye like opens up fully, and you guys can see on there's basically like a tiny like faint magic circle that's just kind of like spinning and like calculating things, and he kind of like locks in on you like this. He's like, oh, interesting.
I'll look over to my boy L and go,
He's a magician. Let's go talk to him.
and I'll walk up.
Okay, yeah.
What's wrong with your eye?
He's like, well, this eye lets me perceive the arcane, the magic. I see it all.
Well, he was looking at those runes over there. Can you perceive those?
Yeah, it's basic. It's basic things over there. It's just some fairly basic gravity magic. That's not the point. Come closer. He moves closer to you. So
I back up.
I will also take a step back.
He comes closer and you back up and he's peering.
Am I still in eye shot of my mom? No.
Just back. Like maybe just because you backed up a step because you got closer, your back might just barely be an eye shot, but they're in a conversation.
They're in an adult conversation.
Yeah. They have lost track of their kids because they're in an enjoyable
taxes, 401k.
He's like, there's a spark in you. And his like crooked little, like craggly little finger like points at you.
Okay.
One others can't see.
Oh, well, your eyes kind of messed up, so I don't know if you can see that.
Ren, I think we should get out of this alleyway. I don't like this guy.
The domain calls to you.
What?
He like kind of steps back a little. He's like, you don't understand it now, but I can teach you. The spark will grow, or it will consume you.
Oh. Well, what does that mean?
He's like, come with me. And he
Don't
starts
go with him.
walking down the alley.
We should get our parents.
Well, I think we should go check this out.
Did you see his eye?
Can I have you roll? Just roll because there's no proficiencies.
19.
19. You definitely, as he's walking away, you feel like a tugging sensation kind of in your chest, kind of draw you in a lot more. Like it's very compelling to want to follow. Whatever he's saying is like, it's very compelling to you to like make you want to follow.
And then you feel a tugging on your back as I'm pulling you back.
I'll go. What's your name again?
Elle, I just don't think we should follow a strange old man down an alleyway without at least telling our parents we're gonna do it first.
Have you ever done it before?
No.
Say, I'll play you in a game of cards.
And I'll pull out like a deck of cards that has like 15 cards in it.
Okay, here. You pick one, and then I'll pick one. And then whoever has the highest, we'll do that.
Is the guy still there?
He's
guy's
walking down
like-
the alleyway.
He's like walking. He's kind of like turning. He's just like kind of waiting. He's further back now, but he's just kind of like looking at you, waiting.
I'll fan out the cards.
Highest?
Highest wins.
Yeah, can I see you shuffle that again?
I'll draw one.
99.
7 for my sleight of hand that doesn't exist. So you'll see him very clearly go.
Okay, ready?
No, I just...
It's the Jack of Hearts.
Okay. What's mine?
Let us know. Let us know.
He's gonna roll a d20.
It's higher than a 7.
4.
Well, it looks like I win.
No, I just... and, okay.
I'll like start like dragging him along into the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
My mom doesn't let me go out at night.
You guys walk further down the alley. He's like, there's a whole world out there of so much magic, so much arcane, so many things for you to learn. Your power is quite unique, you know. And he's like, kind of droning off as like you guys are walking down like the alley. You make another like turn. And then he's kind of like, you have no idea what you are, do you?
I'm a drow.
He's like, the spark must be snuffed out before it burns us all.
What?
And he whips out a knife from his back. He like a knife like slips out from under his coat. The knife, it's like a pristine dagger with like orange runes carved all along the blade that are like glowing. And as soon as the knife comes out, you like feel like a pulling, like compel, like to come, like to go to the knife, right?
Go to the knife?
Yeah, you feel like compelled. It's like it feels very like it's tugging on something inside you, like it's drawing on some kind of power or something.
And is he threatening me?
Yeah, he's about to run at you with a dagger.
Oh,
he's
I
he's
grab
pulled the
your
dagger
arm
out. He's
and
like,
I try and run.
If I try to run forwards?
We just like run up to the back and we just stay in the same spot.
So he'll pull out the knife. Elle will start to like kind of like let's get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, oh, what the? And then I'll start to like kind of run, but like kind of like try and look backwards at the knife.
What does that fucking mean?
he runs up and he goes like he had the knife out like this.
Mhm.
He like flips it to like go like this and
Oh,
like
shit.
stab it into your back. Roll a d20.
6. One higher than 5.
That's just so bad.
Do I get stabbed?
No, it's fine. He goes to like stab it into your back, and as you like look back, you kind of like trip,
Oh!
which then causes him to trip.
Okay, fuck.
He trips, and falls. The knife like scatters out like a couple feet away from you two, and he's like on top of your body. He's got you like pinned down now, and he starts like
Oh my god!
I go, help, someone help! And
The knife!
and I lunge for the knife.
you
Bro, what the fuck is happening?
We're getting jumped. We're 14 years old and this guy.
I am screaming for help and I'm lunging for the blade.
you pick up you scoop up the blade. Now what do you do?
I'm kind of watching for a second, and is he like oh fuck!
You
Stab him.
yeah, you stab it into him. Where do you hit him? Like on him?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Really stab at him.
I just
It is
I just
I.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's like,
I am getting fucking hammered.
He's like dropping out. He's like still punching you.
He's like picking me up and
He punches you. You are like stabbing him, and he's like no response. Like so he like stands up he looks at you.
I back away and I run.
He
Ow!
like stands up, he like grabs you and like slams you into the wall.
Help!
Yeah, he's like slamming you into the wall. Just like repeaters.
Oh my god, this guy's a fucking unit. Can I move?
Yeah, you can. Move.
I'll start Fortnite crawling over to the knife that I guess you dropped.
Run two. Let's try this again.
And I'll like I'm still like on the ground and I'm like trying to like slash at his like.
Yeah,
his...
as you approach the knife, like lightning starts to like crackle off from the knife, like off onto like your hand, and like it's like starting to spark.
Oh, shit.
And as you grab the knife, it zaps like you feel it like your arm like tense and like clench, like as if you're getting like electrically shocked almost.
Mhm.
And it seems like it's like fully like you feel like a surge like running like through your vein, and then like your hand like unclenches and the knife drops. You can pick it back up again if you want, but I'm gonna have you roll another d20.
Oh, shit.
It's an arcane check.
3.
Can't confirm.
So I drop the knife.
You drop
as it shocks me.
He's
I'm
like,
like,
and you like drop the knife, and there's like a glow, like you can see on this vein through like your pale, through your pale gray skin. You can see like your vein has like an orange kind of like glow in there, and the runes on the knife have like faded a little bit.
and I'll just reach for it again because
Okay.
I saw the orange shit.
There's like some less slight crackling. You pick up the knife. It's not shocking you this time. You feel like a surge coming from it, but it's growing fainter by the second. The surge. Yeah. What do you do?
So he's still getting murked right now.
He's now being held by one hand. Just
I'll like go into his back and just like and I'll just stab him, dude. This is some fucking crazy shit that's going. This Attack on Titan, Misaka and Aaron get kidnapped and they fucking kill them.
I was thinking that. Except they won in that one.
We're 14 years old.
No one
Good.
in this scenario, bro.
Where's the
Not
scarf? I stab him. Do I feel any magical energy as I stab this guy?
You start stabbing, and it's not through anything good, but you start feeling like a almost primal sense of like, oh my god, you know?
Fight or flight, fucking life or death.
Yeah. The wall, the same compelling feeling you felt from the knife like tugging on like your chest, there's like blue like kind of crackles like along like the wall that like Ella's like being like just brutally
The wall's cracking.
The blue is like starting to like you can see like energy starting to like, kind of crackle there with like the same compelling feeling.
Can I like
before.
control it at all? Can I like lean into it?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah, roll me.
I try. So as Ren is kind of like freaking out,
Yeah, just like,
somebody help! He starts crying, and then he will like kind of like anything that can help his boy
Yeah.
that's getting thrashed by this guy. That's a 2 on the dice.
Can't confirm. No.
Can I get advantage?
yeah,
Because
you
I
get advantage.
That is a 1 on the dice.
We're dead.
You bang backbreakers. You haven't seen that movie? God damn
I
it.
mean, I've seen this.
He at this point you can try to roll a con check, but
dripping
you've
in
probably
blood.
gone a little limp. Not fully yet.
Fucking old.
roll a con save.
With your constitution, which is a +9. He's fucking dead.
He kind of like just drops him against the wall, just like, and he like slumps to the ground. He like then
This is
picks him.
WWE
He
match.
then picks him up and just like throws him across the alley, and he like starts staring back at you. You're staying there with a knife.
And I'll look over to Elle and I'll go, and I'll like run over to his body, and I'll reverse hold the knife and just kind of like stand in front of him and just leave me alone.
Reverse hold the knife.
Yeah, like reverse grip.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant like around, like around Al's neck. I'm like, what?
Can't kill me if I kill myself first. I start threatening Elle. I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm
I
gonna
was
fucking
like,
kill him.
what? I was like, what kind of turn of events happened here? Okay, so he starts to slowly walk towards you. You're threatening with the knife. Go ahead and make me another check, okay?
Please, Spark, help me. Natural 20.
Actually?
Yes. Let's fucking go.
Thank you, bro. Oh my god.
He starts walking towards you, and like, describe your feeling in this moment. Like,
So Ren has made one of very few friends in 2 seconds because he kind of likes overextending, and he's like everything inside of him is freaking out, and the last thing he wants to do is leave his buddy to bleed out and die on the ground, and so he's just like shaking and freaking out, and he feels kind of this magical tug, and he does everything in his power to fight it because the last time it didn't work, but he just this man that's been assaulting us kind of walks forward, and he's just like, Spark, please, and he will fucking lean into the magic.
yeah, and as you do so, almost immediately the crackling in the wall, like the bricks like fold away almost, and like a rift like on the wall opens, and like vaguely inside you see what looks like to be like an under like sea, like almost like aquarium. The water starts, and you just see like a massive tentacle like come out, just like grab the guy that was attacking you, like crush him in its grasp, and like pull him back in before the portal goes like, and the water like flooded out, and just like you guys are like
water.
soaked. You guys, there's
start, like,
no one
get up
else.
and start
There's
floating
no
down.
one else there. The dagger is still in your hand. There's no one else there. You guys are there like bloodied, badly wounded.
Not conscious.
You come back to consciousness as you feel like a warmth like crackling through you, as like a little bit of like the orange like is kind of like fading from your vein, and like kind of like, you know, defibrillators, defibrillators system to be alive. There was a lot of commotion. There were so many sounds went off, like so many like, you know, so many sounds. Your parents come flying around the corner on top speed after realizing that like, where are our kids? what's that sound? Oh no!
Mhm.
They see you guys like, what?
I got a knife.
I'm dead on the floor.
You're back.
All
You
right.
alive? We fucked that shit up.
Parents are like, what happened? What happened? Your parents are like, what happened?
Mhm.
They like see the knife, like you can see like a glint of like almost recognition in their eyes a little bit as they see the knife, and they're like, okay. They kind of give each other a quick glance. Your parents go into full damage control mode. They're like, we are so sorry. If Al did anything, I'm sure Al didn't mean anything. I'm sure nothing happened. You know, and your parents are like, no, you're quite all right. We don't know what happened here. Nothing happened. They're like giving each other glances, and your parents are like full damage control. They're like checking you out. They're, you okay? You all right? What is this? You know.
I'll look over to my boy and I'll be like, it was so scary.
Did I see the water demon tentacle?
No, you're passed out. Yeah, you were
got
passed
saved
out.
by a tentacle monster. And I'll look out like my mom was like looking at me. I'm like, a tentacle saved us. I'm not lying.
Okay, honey. Okay. All right. Sure. We'll talk about this when we get home. And they kind of like start pulling you pretty fast and like kind of bid your parents adieu and bid you guys go. And your parents are just like, are you okay?
I'm like shell shocked, but as he's being dragged away, I make eye contact with him, and you know
We're
that
fucking
I
bros.
know that I think you did something wacky.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just talk about this part, and we become best friends.
Perfect. And that's what happens.
Woo, that was fun.
There's your scene. That's how you guys met.
He pulls out a steel
Traumatized.
chair. The chair fucking
Off the fucking
By the
ropes.
folding table, like
Ultimate
in a no hold
obliterator.
bars fucking cage match with $100,000 in a briefcase suspended above them.
no, that's great.
Cool. Well, do we invite the peeps in?
Yeah,
and,
go
do we
get
level up?
them. You guys stay out there and go get them. Next up, we're gonna be doing Ethan and Fiona's characters, Kino as well as Layla. They're coming now. Let's get ready. You guys are here. You're in Valoria, the capital city, the capital city of the harvesting like kingdom, pretty much. This city is a massive walled city in the middle with a massive spire with like blue glowing runes spiraling up the spire. Around the rooms, the air seems to distort as like various grain is like getting circled up the spire. From the spire, on like 4 like diagonals from it, are like a tiered farm system of like cornfields. Seems to be like an automated farming system, more as like a showpiece and like, hey, we're harvesting all this, which they are because it's very automated and stuff. But it seems to be a showpiece as like the capital city, you know. Around the city, there's a festival going on. The Harvest Lights Festival is happening around the city. You have just arrived with your uncle from Stonebrook, and kind of just walking around the marketplace. You know, there seems to be a lot of crowd kind of happening off in the distance around where the town square would be. You know, you have the city gates, you walk through the marketplace, and you're in the town square, and that cuts off into like suburbs and fields and granaries and stuff like that. All of the way. You guys see there's like a general thing. Your uncle has had like some kind of like task and stuff to do. Everyone comes to the festival. It happens every 5 years. Everyone travels here. It's a big thing, right? Everyone comes here because it's a good place for nobility to meet. It's a good place to just meet people. It's good for like dealings. It's good, again, meeting people. And it happens every 5 years. It's the biggest event, the biggest thing ever. And a lot of people come here and show up. This year, there's like what seems to be like you can hear like loud like broadcasted almost like music being played from a couple bands up by the town square, as well as your uncle who's kind of just like you guys have like kind of walked in. You've kind of like booked your stay at the inn. You've like gotten settled. Now you're just like walking in the marketplace, and your uncle's like, "Well, let's go check out the humbug."
The humbug?
The humbug.
Humbug.
It's an old saying us old folks say. The humbug.
I see.
Yeah.
Is it a place?
One day. And he just kind of starts walking off towards the towards
Crazy bumbling fool.
towards the
Crazy uncle.
towards the noise, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
He kind of just starts walking off that way.
I'll just trail behind him.
Yeah. He kind of gets in line. He gets at the very back of the crowd. You almost can't see anything because everyone's already moved there. And you can see like a song ends and then it's sent off stage. And then I don't know your song's name, but they kind of announce, like an announcer comes on stage. They're like, and next up, Layla Oshin with the Hero's Quest. And then the song kind of, like music starts to play. It's not concert like modern day like stuff. It's very like they are just like putting like a magical like box that is like doing basically like thaumaturge like on the box that is just like basically just like it, like amplifying the sound. It's very medieval. There's like very medieval kind of stuff. But yeah, the Hero's Quest song takes off. Everyone immediately recognizes this song. Even your uncle is like humming along a little. It was a song that particularly took off while you were definitely in prison. So you definitely haven't heard this like much at all. So you just kind of seem like, what the heck? Everyone seems so into it though.
I see. Okay.
And it's just a song all about like it's like describing like a hero. It describes how there's like a hero that runs around that uses 2 crossbows specifically.
Wow. Okay.
And it's like running around, wears like he's like it's like a mystery hero that like runs around, does like deeds and stuff. As like stays under the radar, but like the rumors like circulate. And you might have caught wind of a rumor or two, you might not have. Kind of up to you. You might just keep your nose out of the news and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're on stage, you're performing, the crowd is loving it. It's a cult classic at this point.
As it should be.
And yeah, your song goes off without a hitch. Concert day goes, you do your play. You and your friends, like later that evening, you and your friends kind of go to a tavern. I don't know how wealthy you are at this point, if you're making much money from it.
The
if
song
it's
would have
super
made
monetized.
some, but like
yeah, you're definitely not
like
rich.
comfortable. It's just
So you guys end up at a tavern called the Dusty Tankard, which
that sounds about right.
which for its name is like a very clean place, but it's like it's packed. Like so many people come here because it's one of the more cheaper, affordable kind of taverns in the town. You guys are stationed up like near the middle of the room. Like you have like a big table for you and your friends. Some people like are coming by like, good job on the song, like and stuff, and they're like kind of walking away. Seeing your friends are sitting there. Your uncle has left you at this point, just kind of to your own devices. So you kind of just end up at the Dusty Tankard.
Yeah. Okay.
You're kind of like at a table positioned, kind of opposite of the room of hers, almost on the other side, more closer to the bar.
Yeah.
At a table where, like the bar's here, your table's kind of here, playing like poker, basically.
Yeah.
Just there, you guys are playing poker. Yeah. Do you guys do anything? Like you just chilling there?
Me and my friends are just hanging out. We're enjoying the fun of the night, the success the song had.
Yeah.
Saying hi to people in passing who recognize me.
Yeah. As you're just kind of there, you're just enjoying the company. Your attention kind of drifts off around the room a little bit. And from the corner of your eye, you catch a figure near the bar. He's a man with a very wiry build, weathered face, and he's like staring almost daggers at you, which is kind of why you kind of get your attention. And they hold like a little bit of a flicker of recognition in their eyes.
Okay.
Do you want to make some kind of check? roll a 20.
Yeah, I guess.
Roll a 20.
Roll a 20.
Roll a 20. Get the information you need.
Okay, let's see.
Roll d20.
17.
17. It's him.
I'm
I'm gonna throw hands.
I'm like counting my coins.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking at my hand, counting my coins, and I'm like, I'm all in.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm all in. I'm all in.
They're like, you sure? You seem a little
Can I take it back?
They look around. No.
then I guess I'm screwed. I'm all in. I guess I'm all in.
They all like emerge and laugh and like, all right. We love the festival when it comes around. We make so much money. They're all there. They're having a dress. They're drunk for sure. They're like, they got like stacks of like tankards just like sitting there.
I'm like full sober, and I'm like sipping my water. Like
You're like sweating bullets. You're like,
yeah.
like when you like when like a game is like going really good, you get like the anxiousness of like, oh, I have to win. You know.
Yeah,
You're, like,
yeah.
just, you know,
I mean, I counted my coins.
heart
I
rate's
counted my
going.
coins. I'm all in. You know?
Like heart rate's going. The air grows thick around you as like memories surge. You hear your father's cries, your sister's terrified face, and the cold, steely eyes of this man as he tore Amara away from your family. Your chest tightens, anger burns, your face is you know, it's getting hot. The man notices your stare, and he stiffens. His mouth kind of curls into a smile. Before he rises from his seat and starts moving towards you a little bit.
Oh, does he now? Aha!
One of your friends like, Layla, you alright?
Just stay put a second, okay?
Okay, and they go back to like drinking, having fun.
Okay.
Over at your little table by the bar. You're just kind of
You
sitting
sure I
there.
can't take it back?
No. That'll be our money.
Can I add like 10 more?
They kind of look around. They're like, sure.
Yeah, but 10 more.
But normally that's a raise, and then we'd all call, and so they all call, and then.
Can I see your hand? I just want to know if mine's good. I don't know.
You can't see my hand.
But
Why would I
But
let
he
you do that?
folded though. Can I like look at his cards? Like.
No, that'd be an unfair advantage.
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. And they're like, we cut back to you. He like starts like, not directly towards you. He kind of like starts circling kind of this way. He like moves towards you, but he's like kind of hovering the bar, kind of hovering by where the poker table kind of is. You know, he looks at you. He kind of like glances down at Kino's cards. Just like gives a light little chuckle and then like kind of moves slightly away.
Okay. I'm gonna follow him.
He's just kind of staying back there.
He's just kind of chilling.
He kind of just keeps staring at you with a smile.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll kind of just do the same. Just keep my eyes on him.
Okay.
Just wait and see what he does. If he tries to
Okay.
leave, I'm going after him.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, just the shock of even seeing him again. Yeah, we're still trying to process that one.
Okay. They're like, all right, any final bets?
I'm all out of money.
The man over your shoulder like looks over, like behind you. There's just a guy that looks over and he's like, yeah, add another. He like gives you like 1 gold to like put into the pot.
Okay. One more.
And all the other guys like, yeah, more money, you know. And then he just kind of like stares at you, almost like a challenging smile. Like, I mean, make an insight check.
Okay. 5.
5. You think he's just being a little coy?
Thanks. Piss me off more.
Yeah. And he just kind of stays there.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do after this?
Well, any other? No. Okay. So now we're gonna go. We're gonna show our hands. We're gonna flip the final card.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then we'll see who wins.
Okay, please be an 8.
They're like,
I can do that, right?
I guess anyone can make a wish. Are you asking? You really want an 8?
I need an 8. Need one.
They.
Are you trying to look at my cards?
Well, I was thinking maybe just peek and raise more.
I don't have any more money. I can't raise.
All right. And then they all take another drink. Your friend gets up from the table. Is like, all right, I'm gonna go get us more drinks. Same stuff. The cheap stuff.
What?
You know what? You want the cheap stuff?
Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Just,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And she kind of takes over his tankers and like walks off.
Okay.
She kind of routes her way around like the table, kind of passes by like the poker table, and you just see the guy smile at you and like stick his foot out.
Oh fuck!
He kind of like stumbles.
All right. Okay. Okay, I'm marching over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stand up. You
Absolutely
march over there.
not.
You approach him.
Okay.
He just kind of smiles at you.
Hi.
Well, hello.
Didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Well, I'm still here. Still breathing.
Huh?
Shame what happened to your sister.
I know.
Unfortunate she's dead now.
I smack him really hard across the face.
Before you go to smack him, he like pulls out like he like has a glass that he's like been like holding behind his back. He like it's like slow-mo. It's like you're going for a slap, okay? He's going with like a bottle towards your head, right?
Full house! I stand up. Read him a reap!
You stand up and just slapped across the face, hit with glass, shot around the shoulder, like. and then from the table, the three guys are jogging like, perfect! And then like people start like.
Okay.
And I'll like start to like get my earnings from the middle, like dragging.
I'll like shove him to the side.
Be, like
and try to get
underneath
back
the
to this
poker
guy.
table, like trying to grab my earnings.
Okay, so yours underneath the poker table.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. You like stumble back. What happens after that? You stumble back, and then he kind of pulls out a knife from behind his back as like the people like start a bar fight through is getting thrown, like so much commotion all around surrounding you guys, and it's just you two.
Okay.
He starts to pull out a knife.
I'll pull out my dagger too, buddy.
He,
I got
starts,
one of
flicking
those.
his around. You're on the table. You've collected all your earnings.
Miss, do you need help? There's more room under here.
No, I'm not gonna hide. I clearly was trying to hit him. You got in my way.
Was that not part of the game? You get smacked when you win?
No. Have you ever played poker?
No, I don't know how to play soccer. No.
Shut up.
Okay.
Is he coming at me or what?
Yeah, he starts to run at you with the knife.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna sidestep it.
Okay.
Okay.
He sideswept and he like backspins to try to like hit a knife at you.
Okay.
Do I notice the knives from the
Yeah,
table?
100%. Yeah.
I should hope so. We ain't being destroyed.
And everybody else in the bar fight is just fighting with like mugs and stuff. No one's
Yeah,
has
they're
actual.
throwing food. No
No
one's
one's actual weapons. No actual weapons.
throwing glasses, everything.
Which person looks more dangerous?
The wiry guy that gave you the gold
The wire gave me
seems
the gold.
way more shady.
Okay.
He stands
Yeah.
like a whole foot and a half taller than she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like very imposing. This guy
And-
has a knife and he's like he's dropped his smile now and it looks like he's like dead serious. Like he like spins around, like back spins it, like nicks your like cheek a little. Like as like you sidestep, you're like
Yeah. Does it seem like he sees me at the moment, or he's like laser focused?
he's kinda laser focused, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna like underneath the table like load up one of my crossbow bolts,
Uh-huh.
and if you guys were like both walking towards each other,
Yeah, we're kind of like circling each other.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
hold out my crossbow like toward like the point is gonna touch his crotch, and I'm like, don't move,
He freezes immediately.
don't
He's like,
move,
alright.
can't do it with her, don't move.
He's like, Alright. Okay.
Knives away. Pick
Okay.
up your burgers. Pick up your steaks. You can use those. No knives.
Okay. He like sheaths his knife, picks up a steak from the
Yeah,
table, and he like
yeah.
starts like almost wrapping the steak like a knuckle thing.
I think that's how you do it, right?
Totally.
And I like slowly lower it a little bit, but like I'm still like keep it like close, and I like have the other one. Like, I want a clean fight.
Fine. I just sheath my dagger and pick up a giant metal tankard.
Rules are rules.
He like runs to like jump at you, but as he does that, he like runs this way. He grabs the table with this arm and like throws the table at you, like flips the table off of Kino, throw it like towards you. It doesn't hit you. It just kind of like flips up and like skids in front of you, so you can't get to him with the tankard.
Okay, fine then. Fine
Throws
then.
it off Kino, and then he runs like to try to punch at you.
Oh, he wants to punch at
Yeah,
me.
he tries to punch at you with the like steak.
But
wrapped
there's a
around his
table in
knuckles.
between us. How's he doing that?
Well, the table's like this thin, you know.
It's a thin little table.
It's a.
Okay, fine.
He's trying to punch you over.
He's trying to punch me, so then I'm
Yeah.
gonna go at his same fist that's only covered with a steak with a giant metal tankard in my hand and smack him
Okay.
really hard. It's gonna hurt.
Roll a d20.
Okay. 10.
Oh,
Not
no.
great.
Oh no.
Both? Are you trying to aim for his fist that he's throwing, or just at him?
I mean, I'm gonna try to like, if he's coming at me with a fist, I'm gonna try to like dodge it and smack him in the side of the head with the tankard.
Okay. You end up like both like on punk each other,
Okay.
just smacking each other. Like
I mean,
your,
hey,
your
hit's a
foot
hit.
slips a little. His foot like he like slips on like a burger time. Like he's like he just gets nicked and like he like hits your shoulder like just he like kind of like rolls like through like the table legs and like stands back up. He's like you're both just like standing there.
Oh, wow. Surprising how you killed my sister considering you can't fight very well.
I didn't say I killed your sister. I just took
I
her,
saw
sold
you-
her to people, and then they killed her.
Accomplice to murder. Basically the same thing,
Won't hold up
okay?
in court of law. He like throws a stake at you, and he like ducks over and tries to rip the crossbow out of your hand.
Like how is he grabbing it? Like this? Like I'm holding it like this and he's reaching for it?
Yeah, he like is trying to like roll over your body and like grab the crossbow out of your hand.
Okay.
His goal is to like end up laying on his stomach like with a crossbow pointed at him.
Yeah. Oh, he wants to end up lying on his stomach with the crossbow?
Yeah, he's like he duck and like rolls like
Yeah.
over your back as you're like on the
Yeah.
ground.
I'll just like let him roll over me. I'm like, oh no, don't touch
Like,
me.
he's trying to grab your crossbow at the
Yeah,
same time.
he can grab one. That's fine.
Okay, he grabs your crossbow and he's like laying like flat on the ground.
And is he looking at me or
Yeah.
can I roll to attack him? Okay.
Yeah.
No modifiers. Modifiers.
Uh,
It'd be a 15. It's not with nothing.
yes.
Okay. I'll say what he feels is a very heavy pouch of gold just crushing his nose. like he grabs the crossbow, I grab my thing, and I just spin around and smash him on the head with it.
So you see, from your perspective, you're behind a table, so you can't
Okay.
immediately crawl. Like you have to like get around it or crawl over it. It's a round
Gotcha.
table.
Yeah.
Smaller poker
Okay.
table what they're playing at.
Okay.
You see the stake like slaps your face, rolls down,
Okay.
and like past the roll, you see he's like close to Kino. He like you're probably like
Okay.
all on.
I'm just like on the ground like
course.
this,
Yeah,
and then he
like,
just
on
rolls
course.
over me, grabs my thing.
He gets down on one knee to like jump and like roll over his back, grabs a crossbow, trains it on you. You see Kino stand up and like just bam, like with the bag of gold and like smash his head into the concrete. Just bam, bam.
Does he let go of my crossbow?
Considering his
The
nose is
crossbow
broken.
fires
Okay, yep.
as he gets hit.
Okay.
Whizzes past you and like, and the bar keeps like, all right, that's enough. Who's fired the crossbow? They all point.
I'm holding the bag of money behind my back.
His like face is like. It's like his like face is like he's like Voldemort flat and just.
I'm gonna grab his nose, like pull it back up. Like
He's like, oh! And it's like, no!
yeah.
And they end up like dragging it.
Yeah.
The crossbow slips out of his.
I'll
out of his
swipe my
hand.
crossbow back and like tuck it back in my back pocket.
Yeah, they end up like dragging and throwing him out of the tavern. All the people, he's like, all right, we're closing down. Time for cleaning. Like starts pushing them all out.
I'm like throw a stake at him as he's getting dragged away. I'm like, those bolts are expensive.
It's still like up in the bar. But it's above where the barkeep is. So you'd have to be like, I'm going to claim
Can I
it.
stand on this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Get out. We're closing.
Dang it, man.
All right. And with that, your friends are like cowering under their center table, just like they have like effectively what's like medieval wine glasses. So like they're wine. They're like, oh my god. They saw nothing of what happened to you, by the way.
Oh,
You're behind the
okay.
table with a metal tankard. They're like, Layla, I didn't know you liked to get on the bar fights yourself.
Yeah, come on. Get out from under the table. Let's go. Come on.
You all start to leave.
I like reach out a hand to like help him up. Like that's a good. I should have had that spot. That was a good spot.
Yeah, they're like, I know, right? Only table that didn't get overturned.
They got mine immediately.
Yeah. Lucky you guys.
They're like, oh, what a night.
If I lost that poker match, it would have been a different story.
And then, yeah, you guys walk out. You see the guy's nowhere to be found. He got thrown out.
Hey.
The group of people, the crowd is like leaving. But it's late, so people are like shutting down, places like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's it. That's where you guys have met in the past.
Yeah.
You can draw your own conclusions from each other, but don't really know each other super well. It's probably how it's meant to be.
They get shot in the crotch.
I can't
Yeah.
wait till we animate that into a freaking don't move. It's just like literally like
I'm just imagining it just leading like just a pair of pants, and then all of a sudden the crotch just appears, and it's just like it's like oh they're both walking like a
it's like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, exactly like that. Yeah, it's just don't move. I'm like,
Don't move.
Are they getting closer? Yeah, they're walking. Not anymore.
It's gonna take some editing to make that short work fully,
Oh,
but
God.
like that's great.
That's great. That's fun.
Oh my
That's
god.
fun.
Discombobulated.
There we go.
There we go.
And we'll pick up with those characters' stories next week.
Very cool.
Or whenever this comes out, so I don't know when this will come out and when that means, but get ready.
There you go.
And we'll pick up 5 years in the future.
Did anything cool happen while we were doing?
So
Yes.
many cool things. I think we had 2 wildly different, but also kind of similar,
Yeah.
but also like very
I feel like
fun,
we were younger in ours.
You were, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Little children. Did you
It was
guys
a
watch
different festival that they were at.
14.
I don't think there's anything else left for the session 0. There's the introductions to the characters. Everyone should have a decent idea of who everyone else is playing. Cool.
Thanks for tuning in.
Brofist.
I still don't know how I want to end the stream.
Mason can end it. Do it, Mason.
Thank you for watching our stream.
Yeah, you can do it with the.
I was in the middle of my monologue before you hit the panic button.
All right. Well, next time you'll see this group of characters, we'll be heading down the road towards the next festival, going to Valoria, and yeah, we'll see you there for session 1. Woo! Woo!
Hooray!